All right, let's get a check on what's playing out in the crypto market. Is the Trump trade still pushing sentiment there? But we see a lot of red, majority for Ethereum, deep red for Ethereum there, down by 5.14%. Bitcoin still managing to stay in the green by about 8 basis points this afternoon. Then we see the likes of BNB giving up gains, but these coins have definitely produced a lot of gains for most of the investors invested there. But nothing goes up forever, I want to believe. So we're seeing pullback there. Bitcoin did flirt with that $90,000 level, did touch it, but couldn't stay above it. A lot of sell pressure from that level. Let's look at the sentiment in the market now. Let's see how investors are feeling. Looking at the Fear Greed Index, is still an extremely greedy market. And definitely the way some investors use the Fear Greed Index is to find entry and exit. Some like to enter in extreme fear, and some like to exit with extreme greed. Who knows? But you don't want to sell too early. But at this point, 84 points, extreme greed is what we're seeing. Let's get the top altcoins that we track for the top cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap. So we see Ethereum there down. Cardano, 53 cents, a big 10.51% drop there for Cardano. XRP hasn't really done that much movement like other coins on the top 100 of CoinMarketCap. But we see it's up 3.67%. So definitely investors trying to scale back on some of the profit that they've been able to realize in the market, because if you're in profit and you've not taken profit, it's not realized at this point. Let's look at the top stories in the market. We see Revolut, they're expanding their crypto exchange. That's Revolut is known as a crypto exchange friend. That's like a neobank. At this point, they're expecting and expanding their crypto exchange in Europe. You know, they're rolling out Revolut X in 30 new markets across the European Economic Area. And they're also eyeing markets in the U.S. at this point. And now all eyes turn to U.S. inflation today. Just as Anita said, investors also in the crypto market are looking out for the inflation numbers for October. That's in the U.S. For the consumer price index, the core index is expected to have risen by 0.3% in October, in line with the previous month's increase. So anything above that could rattle, the markets. But definitely, most of the analysts that I've spoken to, they say this is a strong bull market for Bitcoin. But who knows? Could 90,000 be the top, or could it go higher? We'll definitely find out. So let's see if we have Olumide Adesina now to bring us up to speed. Olumide, great to have you, Olumide. So
yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, all eyes.
It's a bit noisy in Lisbon, but
right.
I heard the headlines you really dropped. But if you look at the market, it's cooling off. It seems that investors are taking an extra look at the Trump effect. We recall that Bitcoin ran a space of about 28% within 14 days. And just between Monday and today, we've seen Bitcoin rejecting the $90,000 resistance. And 3 reasons. First of all, liquidity in the retail side is not as strong as what the market is seeing. And if you look at the fact that just 3 institutions owns 0.5 out of the available Bitcoin supply, it tells you that the market is open to manipulation. MicroStrategy, the United States government, and BlackRock have about 1 million Bitcoins. So this tells you that the market is really open to these players manipulating the market. And, the argument that Trump would bring in the crypto market evergreen is another contentious argument, because Donald Trump is known for putting the U.S. first, is known for putting the U.S. dollar first, and it's almost impossible for you to balance Bitcoin strategic reserve by the United States and also diminishing the value of dollar. So the market is going to see how things will play out. However, it will be much better than the narrative. So that's why today, liquidation, about 300,000 traders lost $969 million. So it's been a very painful session while Bitcoin is rallying round.
It's quite incredible. We know once Bitcoin, started this run, the shorters, they got liquidated. And now we're seeing those that are expecting Bitcoin to go higher getting liquidated now?
Yeah, so I think if you look at the key headlines here from different policymakers I've spoken to this morning, caution is also still in the wind because you look at, despite the fact that the removal of Gary Gensler will bring positivity, the United States are heavily reliant on their strong institution. So we don't see short changes immediately. Also, there are also concerns that we have so many coins in the market. There are about 50,000 hot coins in coin market cap. And if you look at it, that has also diluted the space. So despite the fact the market hitting a 3.1 trillion at its peak and now moderating below $3 trillion, it tells you much that investors have a problem about picking good value. However, the argument is that XRP, Cardano, and Poker will see the light of day because of the utility around blockchain. But Mimi Coins has taken the shine, and that's because strong community is coming in. But however, finally, if you look at how the Telegram turn blockchain has worked, you see that the market is cooling. So it's really a very unreliable barometer. But my final outlook is that I think we're going to see better days in the crypto market, but it's really a $1 million guess about how it will play out.
Right, but Olumide, I keep imagining because most of the time in these bullish cycles, you see Bitcoin will make the first move. Then at some point, investors expect that the altcoins will follow and you have some kind of alt season. But is it coming to a time where, Bitcoin will make its moves, but we don't get an alt season?
I don't see it coming to play again, Ladi. Like I mentioned, the key concern here is that you look at Bitcoin dominance and look at the reason why Bitcoin is really hitting the mark. Institutional inflows, spot ETFs, traditional investors are more reliant on the pioneer crypto asset than altcoins. Ethereum, despite the fact that it looks like it was going to break the 3,002 resistance, you could see that it has a major pullback. So the question mark around altcoins is really high. And retail investors have become more cautious. You do not see the influx that we saw during COVID or during the 2017. So it's really a money spinning market for Bitcoin and also a cautious approach in the altcoin market. So Ladi, while you see some spring of surprises in the altcoin market, generally I don't see the altcoin market hitting as high as the Bitcoin market.
Right. I guess Bitcoin is doing this one alone from the way things look. But thank you so much, Olumide Adesina, financial market analyst.
Thank you for having me, Ladi.